What's going on YouTube? My name's Parker and welcome back to another episode of Parker's POV. And today we're going to be taking a look at this brand new ROG Survival Series. This is their 12 RK model, RK meaning rear kitchen. We'll get to that in a bit, but it's got a nice kitchen on this unit. 43 gallons of fresh water capacity on this unit. No wood construction either, and one of the best warranties in the industry. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so here it is. The 2025 Survival Series 12 RK in its full glory here. So I'm going to start on the outside of the unit. We'll work our way around, but first, here are some specs on the unit. Now, this unit does come in two variations or configurations, one being the Adventure Series, which is kind of more the base model, and then the Survival Series. I'll go ahead and list what the Survival Series includes. And then I'm also going to list out some available options that you can put on top of the Survival Series, like your roof-mounted AC, your timber and suspension. Like there's some other options that you can do, which this unit actually has, so we'll touch on a couple of those. But first, let's start at the front here, work our way around. So this unit does feature an all-aluminum chassis and frame. So you'll notice the front A-frame on this. You can see that. That's all aluminum. Then you've got your 2-inch coupler here, of course, so it'll accept a 2-inch ball. This is going to have a manual front tongue jack, and the reason why is this is designed to flip 90 degrees so that it's flat when you're traveling. Full-size spare tire up front. It's going to be a 235/75 R15 mud terrain tire, so really beefy tread on these tires. And then, as standard, you're going to get a 20-pound propane tank with this nice aluminum rack up front where you can maybe store and stash a couple other goodies. On the front, you'll get a rock guard that covers about, I'd say, maybe a third of the front here. That's going to help against any debris or rocks getting spit up by your vehicle. And then this is going to have a one-piece fiberglass roof that starts here in the front, wraps all the way over the top to the back, and it is a full walk-on roof, so it's totally fine to get up there and walk around. If you've got something on the roof, on the big old roof rack that this thing has, like maybe you need to get up there to get your paddle boards off, kayaks, that sort of thing. All right, so coming around this way, I'm going to try not to get wet here. We just got some good rain here. I'll go ahead and show the sticker for anybody curious, so feel free to pause the video to read any of that. But this unit does have a gross vehicle weight rating of 3,500 pounds. Just to the right of that, you'll have your furnace exhaust, 30 amp power. It's kind of cool. It's got this little green LED here, just signifying that it is getting power. Just under that, you'll have a 12-volt solar port and your cable connection if you want to run a TV on the interior of this unit. Now, something else that's unique to all of the 12 RK models, so it doesn't matter if it's the Adventure Series or the Survival Series, you get 12-volt power ports on all four corners. So you can run things like these scene lights all the way around, and there's pre-wired switches inside, which I'll show you here in a little bit. The Survival Series comes with two of these lights, one in the front, one in the back, whereas the Adventure Series, you get the ports, but you don't get the lights. Another thing you're going to get with the Survival Series are the cool shovels and axes that get side mounted on the roof rack. It's pretty cool. And then you're going to get the ladder, of course. So it's nice to have a way to actually access your roof. And that's a 300-pound maximum capacity. So I just barely fit, which is awesome. Now just know that you can get the ladder aftermarket if you wanted to add that to like an Adventure Series, for instance. Something else that this unit has that the Adventure Series will not are heavy-duty fenders. So that you actually can stand on these. They're weight-bearing, whereas they're just going to be fenders on the Adventure Series. Another cool upgrade that we did on this one, which is an option, is the axle-less timber and suspension. So I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this, but this is a true independent suspension. So it's going to do really well off-road if you really like to get off the beaten path a little bit more than the average person. This does have tinted windows, of course. Nice little camp light out here as well. that can change colors from a white LED to more of an amber if you're trying to keep the bugs away. I'll give you a sneak peek of the interior while we're here. So currently I have it in couch mode. A pretty good size interior. Now notice you have an entry door on both sides, and it's a pretty big door, same size door on both sides. So we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. Now coming around to the rear, being that this is the 12RK model, it's going to have this nice big rear galley kitchen. So you've got these double barn doors here to open it up. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Alrighty. So there's your kitchen, guys. So one thing that's cool is, I mentioned before, there's no wood construction in this trailer. So even your cabinetry here in the kitchen, this is all aluminum, and this is all secured to the frame. So, I mean, I can yank on this thing and I'm moving the entire trailer. So again, no wood construction, all aluminum cabinetry, solid surface countertops. So you can put hotter items on this without worrying about melting through your counter. You'll get a 2-burner stove here, a nice little glass top that can also be used as additional counter space. Nice little storage above that. And back here, just throw all your spices and stuff like that. Guess I could turn on some lights here for you guys. Lots of power, so you have USB ports here, 110 outlets, your water pump, and then your tank levels are going to be back here as well. Again, 43 gallons of fresh water, guys. That is insane on a trailer this small. You don't even get that on a lot of full-size trailers. Bottle opener here, of course you need that. And then pretty good storage under the sink. Earlier models did have a microwave. Haven't seen that in a while, so I think they just did away with it. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. Alrighty. And then here is your 12-volt refrigerator. Pretty good size there. And then on the back, before we forget about it, you do get a 2-inch receiver. So if you wanted to mount bikes or something on the back of this, you certainly could. It's not designed to tow anything, like tow in tandem. I think you're crazy if you do that, but it's up to you. And then, of course, these barn doors do lock, so you can keep all your stuff safe. Outdoor speakers, I don't know if I mentioned that back here as well. It's a JBL audio system, so it actually sounds pretty good for being a camper. And then this roof rack's extremely modular. So there's a little sneak peek at the roof. Now notice this is a roof-mounted air conditioner. So it's a full-size appliance. It's a Dometic, and it's got a heat pump built into it. Your roof rack's going to hold about 400 pounds total, so about 100 pounds per crossbar. And then they do give you an Overland Vehicle Systems 270-degree awning. So I'm not going to do it in this video, but I do have other videos on my channel showing how to use this awning. It's super straightforward. You unzip it, you flip the bag over the top, and then you're going to have one arm that wraps around the back, one arm that wraps around the front. So you're going to get a ton of coverage with this awning. And they also make a wall enclosure kit that you can zip on and essentially create a giant outdoor tent space outside of the camper. So pretty cool. Now, one thing I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this does have one of the best warranties in the industry. It's a 2-year transferable bumper to hitch. So that's your comprehensive warranty. And then a 5-year transferable structure warranty. So most manufacturers are only going to give you a 1-year comprehensive, maybe a 2 or 3 year structural. So really cool. And then on top of that, I don't know of anybody that has a transferable warranty. Now, this one being the Survival Series, you do get this aluminum tray that mounts on the outside of the camper. So when you're traveling, this is not going to be here. I just put it out here for the purposes of this video. You're going to get a pretty good sized Blackstone or Greystone. I don't know what brand it is, but essentially it's going to sit right here. And then you've got a propane quick connect underneath that you hook straight up to. And then you've got some 110 outlets under there as well. That way, if you want to cook outside, you certainly can. And then you do get manual stabilizing jacks on all 4 corners, which is important in these small single axle trailers that tend to be a little more bouncy and squirrely. Once you get to camp, put those 4 jacks down. This thing is not moving. Your windows, I mentioned that they're tinted, but these ones here, are your emergency escape windows, but they also can tilt open to get some more airflow in the unit. And then check it out, you also get a max air fan on top, which is really going to move quite a bit of air through the unit without having to run the air conditioner. So I know I didn't touch on everything. There's a lot to cover, but I'm trying not to make this video too terribly long. I guess one more thing I'll show you before we head inside the unit is this storage compartment here. So this actually is fairly deep, right? So you can put all your gear in here. It's got a light in here as well that's motion activated. But then if you remove this false bottom, this one's got a power-up package. So it comes with a lithium battery. It's 100 amp hours. And then it comes pre-plumbed for 2 more lithium batteries if you wanted. So pretty cool. And again, that's an option. Alrighty. So that sums it up for the outside. Let's go ahead and head inside. All right, so as we hop inside the unit here, first thing we'll notice is you've got quite a bit of controls here on the right. So you're going to have your battery monitoring system here made by Renogy, and then these are going to be your lighting controls. You've got your main lights, your cabinet lights, your porch light, underglow, and then some USB ports there. And then these are going to be those pre-wired switches to all 4 12-volt ports that we showed outside around the camper. So pretty cool. And then you've got your radio unit here, which is, again, a JBL unit. Got some indoor speakers. And then this is a spot for a 32-inch TV if you wanted to mount a TV in here. Alrighty. You'll get a little bit of overhead storage above the TV. And notice all your walls and stuff are carpeted in this unit, which is going to help keep that condensation down while you're camping. If you're wondering what's in that big box, that is the Greystone, the 25-inch griddle that comes with this unit. And then this is a, what do you call it? Extra poles for the awning when you have the awning fully extended. You'll get a fire extinguisher next to the door here. And then here's your futon mattress. So right now it's in couch mode. It's actually fairly comfortable. I'm 6'1". I can sit in here and have plenty of headroom and space. So you could easily sit 2-3 adults in here, or maybe 2 adults and a couple kids. Blackout screens on all the windows. Then you'll have some little reading lights in here, as well as quite a bit of charge ports. So 110 outlets, more USBs, overhead storage. And then there's a look at that Dometic air conditioner there. Looks like the filter's popping off. But anyway, that's got a heat pump built in as well. So if you don't want to burn any of your propane running your furnace, you can throw that heat pump on, and that's going to give you plenty of heat. Maybe not as much as the furnace, but a good amount. This can fit, or this does make into a queen size bed for those wondering. And then you got your little first aid kit that comes with that survival series. And then let's go ahead and hop around to the other side real quick, and I'll show you the closet. So as we walk around, you're going to have a lockable closet in here, which is where your converter box sits. It does have auto detect, so it'll sense what type of batteries you're putting on this unit. Just keep in mind, whatever batteries you use, they have to be sealed batteries. So it has to be either AGM or lithium. You cannot put wet cell batteries in this unit. All right, and then you're going to have a couple other goodies in here, like your 200-watt solar panel that comes with the power-up package, and then some other miscellaneous items in here, which will all be listed at the beginning of the video. So, good amount of storage in here, and that pretty much sums it up, guys. Let me know if you have any questions on this unit. If you do, leave a comment down below. I do read those. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do make content like this every week. I try to spit out a couple videos for people interested in these cool brands. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.